And Sekou Andrews.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Just about time to go home. Hopefully with bigger brains, bigger hearts, bigger souls than we came here with. Before I began doing poetry full-time, I was a fifth grade teacher. And that is probably one of the hardest jobs that you could ever leave. And probably leaving it to do something that you love to do is about the only thing that you could leave it for. And as you can imagine, there are no shortage of stories that came from teaching, and just from kids in general. And I always find that it's nice to sometimes end these events with just a little bit of context about why it is that we are charged with what we're charged with when we leave here so charged. And we leave here with just a buzz with, it's just so much and I don't know how to do it all, and I want to think about it, and I got to get 50 books, and I want to sign up for all these organizations and websites, and sometimes it's good to just filter that through a little bit of context, a little bit of purpose. And so I find that this certainly provides purpose for me. And I think, definitely, of course, I have to thank David Roseman for inviting me to the stage to be able to share with you all, and Linda for facilitating that, and all of you for sharing your wonderful energies with me, and especially for Jessica Hagee out there, who has been indexing this entire experience that we have been sharing together, and through her Venn diagrams. And so in honor of that and in honor of you, I'm going to share a piece from my last CD that is called The Secret Lessons of Venn Diagrams. It is without fail, when mingling at any dinner party, my route of casual conversation with women inescapably leads to the final question of the night she will care to ask me: how many kids do you have? My answer is always 32, all from different mothers. I tend to leave these dinner parties by myself. However, when fellow educators ask me, how many students do you have? My answer is always 1. I don't know about you, but I get paid to learn. I have 32 of the best fifth grade teachers a district salary can afford. And each day we trade secret lessons like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I offer them organizational techniques like Venn diagrams. And we all now know what Venn diagrams are, right? Conjoin 2 circles of separate information and see what is shared in the intersecting space. And they remind me to practice what I teach. When I come to work grumpy after last night's argument with my girlfriend, they are quick to point to the class rules. Well, Mr. Andrews, did you listen when others were speaking? Raise your hand, play fair. Did you show respect? Bring enough for everyone to share? Did you clean up your play area? No. Did you clean up your play area? And these lessons, they're not confined to my classroom either, right? I mean, students and neighbors, right? Godchildren and nieces. Each child in our lives is heaving with curriculum. The younger the educator, the shrewder, more embarrassing the lesson on simplifying when they see me struggling with some overcomplicated adult task and offer juvenile suggestions like, hey, how come you don't just do it like this? Right? It's so cute. Bless their hearts. They don't understand, right? When they get older, they'll discover that there's a proper way. You can't just, I don't know. How come I don't just do it like this? So like a big kid being educated by little adults, I sit in the front row and I let them learn me something. Last week, my teacher modeled for me the uniform of courage. She wore roller skates for the first time and a firm grip on her mother's thigh and said, take notes. This is how you dress for risk. Today's lesson was on sharing, collaboration, right? Apparently, Stella's mom makes the best bologna sandwiches, while Sam's dad packs the best snacks. So take notes, they tell us. If we pool our resources, we can each of us eat like kings. And despite occasionally discovering that peanut butter and Miracle Whip don't actually work well together, at least we've also discovered that we do. And tomorrow, like clockwork, Naomi will make up with Denise after their weekly tetherball fight. And not because she can't still kick Denise's butt, mind you, right? Or because she actually cares about being uninvited to Denise's stupid slumber party, which apparently she don't really want to go to anyway. But because she's trying to teach us that recess is too precious to spend alone. So the victory, it ain't always worth the war. But this is before Brent will taste prejudice, disparities, before Denise will mimic hatred, division, before adults will seduce them into wars without cause, leaders without laws, religions without God. This is before my students will come to me confused after history class and economics and health class, where they are told things like, there are no dumb questions, except for ones about founding fathers and slave owners, or medicine versus prevention, or any of our current systems, little unmentionables that we're probably gonna not have time to cover, but are already on page 12 in the bottom right-hand corner. Right? This is before my nephew will engage in his coloring book with a colorblind eye, struggling to understand, desperate to find himself, right, in this box of Crayolas and struggling to understand why. He's not really brown like he's supposed to color mommy, and not so yellow like he's told to color daddy, but will too quickly assimilate to the politics of crayons. This is before I will spend more time unteaching what they have learned than learning what they could teach. No, this is now. This is me on the couch griping about foreign policy, while my goddaughter bounces with glee in front of a TV screen showing foreign citizens celebrating liberation or something. And granted, she, like most of the world, don't know liberation from imperialism, but she does know dancing. And dang it, if there are people getting their boogie on the TV screen, you better believe she is going to drop her toys and join them. People who she don't know, to whose land she may never travel, of whose politics she is not concerned with. What concerns her is that the music is playing and the people are celebrating, and she is looking back at me with a frown on her face, thinking to herself, what in the world is wrong with you? It's obviously time to dance. And she is right, isn't she? It's time to dance. It's time to let go of fear and pride's leg and learn to take a risk on each other, on ourselves, on the capacity of our collaboration. It's time to embrace every crayon, but think outside of the box. It's time to show respect, right? Bring enough resources for everyone to share and clean up our global play area. And it is time to tell Denise, yes, Denise, I do want to come to your party. And you are welcome at mine. And you can dress how you like, and pray how you like, and love how you like, and serve and innovate and think how you like. People, it ain't that hard. Just take these overcomplicated adult solutions to intolerance and injustice and poor decisions and poor designs and siloed thinking versus convention and sick care and health care versus lifestyle and health, and just do it like this. Conjoin these circles we so desperately try to keep separate, when the best that we could do is be connected. So I stay perpetually invested with the best kids I've affected, who blessed me with the secret lessons of Venn diagrams, taught me to intersect our human collective. And now I am 14-year-old Taylor Warnett, world peace with straight A's and 6 billion MySpace friends, who insists on asking dumb questions until your answers get smarter. You better get ready. I am 5-year-old Omari Benjamin, a single blade of grass with a Dora the Explorer briefcase who can't wait to spark wildfires of thinking. You better stand back. I am 9-month-old Taya Wilson. Transformation in size 1 sneakers and conventional thinking is trembling at the pounding of my imminent footsteps. You better watch out. I am coming. Thank you. Thank you.